Hello, this is Masamaki21, aka Fatboy D, and I'm back with another video. Um, it's an update, of course. Let's see, let's start with the PC. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in the last video. I finally shipped it off. I gave it to UPS. It's being shipped today, and it's supposed to get to the company, the factory, wherever it's going by Friday. And then they'll fix it for me, and they'll send it back in like a week, I guess. So here's hoping that I get it before the end of October so I can set it back up and have everything set up and ready to do more Let's Plays and whatnot. But as I said before, for now, I'm going to be doing live cast. I just recently got a cooling fan for my laptop because I've said a couple of times that my laptop overheats a lot. So I got a $10 cooling fan. I mean, it's $10. And I thought, hey, I might as well try it. I tried it yesterday. It didn't really work. My laptop still overheated. So I moved it a little bit so it's under the area where it gets really hot, and it hasn't overheated since. But I haven't really done any processing on it yet. So once I have like the program for the PVR opened up, and I have the casting program open, it's really gonna start pumping the processor, and then the fans are gonna start spinning faster and faster in the PC. There's only one fan in it in this laptop, which is the problem why it overheats. So it can't handle what I do in it. I want to get a new one, but I just don't have the money right now. I spent most of my money on clothes because my mom was like, "You need to buy some clothes. You're always buying video games and blah blah blah." And the truth is, I don't care about clothes. I could care less about clothes. I care about what keeps me happy. In the long run, after a while, clothes don't fit you. Like when you start growing out of clothes. They don't fit you anymore, and you just wasted money on clothes that don't fit you. So, and also you get shoes, and then the shoes don't fit you anymore. Your feet don't stop growing until you're like 21, I think. So, at the end of the day, you're just like, "Ugh, I gotta get new shoes, I gotta get new clothes." But with games, they seem to last a bit longer as long as you take good care of them. So, in the long run, I consider games a much more worthy investment over clothes. But that's just me. I'm pretty sure you guys are like, hell no. I need my clothes, especially African American males and females. They really care about clothes. So they need to have the newest sneakers and have like $500 shirts. And I'm like, okay, and what happens if that $500 shirt gets ripped or those sneakers get scuffed up? Then you just like wasted how much money on them and you can't even get them returned. It's not like you can compare it to like a game where you can put a warranty on it and it gets messed up and you can take it back and be like, "Here, I want a replacement," and you get a replacement. You can't do that with sneakers or clothes. You can't go. I mean, obviously you can. There's like places where you can get stuff repaired, but most people don't do that. I mean, if your shirt gets torn or whatever, you can bring it to like one of those clothing repair places, and they can sew it back up for you and fix it up, or take it to one of those shoe repair places and they can fix it for you. But people don't do that. I've never seen anybody do that when something happens to their clothes or sneakers. They just leave it there and let it die and get a new pair or whatever, just because they have their parents' money to waste. But that's them. I could care less. But anyway, what you see on the screen is th- I'm not doing a debate against which one's better. The reason why it's up there is because that's the only picture I could find with the PS3 and the 360 at the same time. So, uh, before I even talk about that, I just want to say my Saints Row Third Let's Play co-op is back on. The person who I was supposed to do it with in the beginning, who said he didn't want to do it with me anymore, he was gonna play with his friend. Uh, his friend flaked on him because of PC troubles. So he said he wants to do the Let's Play with me again, and we'll see what happens. Unless I can find someone better than him, which is pretty easy to do. I can get a 5-year-old and let the 5-year-old play with me. But I'm not gonna violate him like that. I'm gonna say, yeah, sure, why not? You better be funny. Don't play that shit, man. Sorry, I cursed. That was by accident. But anyway, reason why this is up on the screen is because there's a little thing going around in my neighborhood where everybody wants to get a PS3 now, and not just to get a PS3 so they can play all the awesome PS3 exclusive games like I did, because that's the reason why I got a PS3, because I wanted to play games that weren't on the 360, that were only on the PS3. Exclusive games, the good ones like Uncharted 3, which is about to come out. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though, at least not yet. But I wanted to get that. I got the Yakuza, two of the Yakuza series, the ones that were on PS3. Um, and any other PS3 games that I think look pretty decent, like Payday, the Heist, which comes out tomorrow. I want to get that. That's going to be like $20 on PSN, and it's like a Left 4 Dead it's like a bank robbing Left 4 Dead. So I think I'll be pretty good at the game as soon as I start playing it. But we'll see. I'm gonna get it, but I might not play it until I get a headset. My headset should be coming soon. The one I ordered a couple of days ago, which works for both consoles and PC. So it's a good thing I ordered it when I did. I think it comes tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'll only have to wait a day to play the game, which is sweet. And then I'll start making friends on PSN, and I'll finally have friends on PSN because I don't have any, to be honest. I only have one, and he doesn't even get on. He plays PC most of the time. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so there's this age-old, which one's better, but that's not what I'm talking about because I have both. I'm talking about my neighborhood. There's one person across the street who has a PS3. He buys the multi-platform games that everybody else in my neighborhood buys. 2K, Madden, and Black Ops. Now, everybody else in my neighborhood has 360s, but they have those three games. And one, I don't understand why they all buy them, because at the end of the day, they're all in one person's house playing the game, one-on-one. It's not two-on-two or three-on-one. It's one-on-one, like 8 people in one house watching 2 people play at a time. Now, I don't see the point of that. I don't know why they do that. It's not like nobody in this neighborhood has Xbox Live, because everybody who has an Xbox in this neighborhood has Xbox Live. So I don't see the point of having to come over. All of you have to come over and huddle around and watch while 2 people play. I mean, that was the old days. We have online access for a reason. The old days, that was okay. Like when we were playing on PS2. And we all had to huddle around one TV to play like wrestling games and all those other multiplayer games. When we had the Nintendo 64, I said floor, Nintendo 64, and we would all huddle around the TV to play Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart. It was okay. But now we have Xbox Live. It's not okay, especially when you're doing one-on-one. It's not okay to do that. It's really not. So I see it as stupid. So now, as I just said, they all go to one house, play one game. They would go to the person who owns the PS3. They go in his house. They all sit down and play Black Ops. He has like 2 PS3s in his house, 2 TVs, and they do like, I think, System Link or whatever. So they all sit down, huddle around 2 different TVs. There's 8 of them, 4 of them on each PS3, and they're playing Black Ops. Now, the one across the street says, "Oh, I'm the best at Black Ops. I'm the best at 2K, blah, blah, blah." They've already played each other and like whatnot, but now everybody in my neighborhood thinks, okay, I'm going to get a PS3 just so I can play him and beat him. I don't understand that. If you've already played him, he's already come over to your house and played the game. You've already gone to his house to play him. Like, it makes no sense. I feel that when getting a console, you shouldn't be getting it just because someone else has it, just to play like 2 games against them. You should be getting it for the overall experience that you're not getting from the current console you have. That's the reason why I got a PS3. I got it because the Xbox has certain games it has, and the PS3 has certain games it has. I want the games that are on the PS3 that aren't on the Xbox. I'm not going to get a PS3 just so I can buy the same games I got on the Xbox. That's what they're basically doing. They're all going to get a PS3, and then they're going to go out and buy 2K12 again, go out and buy Madden 12 again, and go out and buy Black Ops again. And then they're going to buy Modern Warfare 3 for both consoles, and I don't see the point of that. I really don't. And it's like one person in this neighborhood has started it. He was like, oh, I'm going to get a PS3, and everybody wants to be a follower and follow him. He's like, I'm going to get a PS3, and I'm going to play him against it, and I'm going to beat him in the games. And now that one person, I consider a waste of time and space and money, because just because he has a job, he thinks he can go and blow his money on whatever, mainly because he lives with his parents. He's like 20-something, I think 27. He lives with his parents, and he works at the airport pushing luggage. Now he makes like what, $10 an hour plus he gets tips for helping people move their luggage. So he makes a decent amount of money. So he pretty much spends it on whatever he wants. He bought like a 52-inch TV, put it in his little room. He bought a new 360. He bought games for like the whole neighborhood. 2K, unless I would be the one getting a free game from him. He bought 2Ks for like everyone who had the 360 in this neighborhood, except for me because I didn't want it. He bought uh, he bought phones for a couple of people, like $300 Android phones for a couple of people, and I don't see why he's doing this. He's just showing off as if he's the richest person in in the world. I mean, it's you're not considered rich if you have to live off your parents. Like he doesn't have to buy anything for anybody. He doesn't have to buy anything for the house. He's not paying bills or anything. He's just living with his parents, working at an airport. Now he has a culinary degree, and instead of working at it, he can work at a five-star restaurant and make real money and live on his own. But he chooses to stay here and hang out with a bunch of 16-year-olds and fucking waste all his money on stupidness. Now I don't see why anybody would do that, but I mean, to each their own. He said I'm gonna get a PS3 and play against the people who play PS3, the one across the street who plays 2K and Black Ops on the PS3, just so they can play each other, even though they've already played each other in those games on the PS3, on the 360. But now he has to get one, and now everybody else is like, oh, I'm gonna get a PS3 so I can play him, so we can play together. Like instead of everybody having to waste like 250 plus, I thought it would be a better idea if the one across the street just buys a 360 and just gets a damn Xbox Live and then get the games, and that's about it. Because I'm pretty sure they're only gonna play once, and then after that they're never gonna play the damn PS3 again. They're not gonna go and buy PS3 games. I'm telling you. They're just getting it to get those two games, those three games, just to play one other person, and I don't see the sense in that. So there's my rant for the day. It's really frustrating to me. I don't see why anybody would want to do that. I'm guessing. I mean, one of them has the money to spend. Only one of them. He has money coming out of his ass, so he thought, oh, I'm gonna buy a PS3. The other ones actually have to like get money from somewhere. One day, someone asked me for like $50 because he wanted to buy a PS3, and I was like, no, what do I get out of it? I already have one. So, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I consider it a waste, but they're gonna get them anyways. I don't care. Um, so that's about it. Let's see. Here's a recap. Gonna do some live casts. I'm gonna try to. I got a cooling fan for my laptop, and I'm gonna see if it works. Uh, PC has been shipped today. It'll get to the place by Friday, and it should be back to me by the week after, probably the Friday, the next Friday, hopefully, because they do work on weekends. So maybe during the weekend they can fix it, because it's not a big problem. It's just a power supply problem that's easily fixable. I could have done it myself, but I wanted them to do it since they're gonna do it for me for free. Um, Let's Plays will continue when I get my PC back, as I said before. My headset is coming tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't remember. Out of one of those days. And that's about it. So if you guys want to see me do a live cast, I'm going to be playing for a little bit because I have school. I have to leave for school at like 12 o'clock. So, Brian! Brian! Sorry. I was calling my friend. He's actually going to college. Uh, the one everybody in my neighborhood thought wasn't going to college, he's actually going to the college, while everybody else is not. So it's like 3 people in my neighborhood is going to college, and the rest of them are sitting on their asses trying to get GEDs. So I find that funny, especially when they call him stupid. They all call him stupid, but look who's going to college, not them. Anyway, so that's about it. This has been Masamaki21, aka Fatboy D. Remember, I'm gonna be on livecast justin.tv/Masamaki212. So if you guys want to come over and watch me play some games, well, I'm not gonna really be playing right now. I'm trying to set my cast back up with my laptop because my laptop is a little iffy. So you can come and watch and help me out because I do need people to come and watch. So This has been Masamaki21, aka Fatboy D. See you guys next time.